What's up, Internet? So my last video wasn't long enough, so I have to do a new one so I can have a custom thumbnail. This is about anger. Anger was forbidden by religions, um, and it was done so their victims couldn't get back at them. Every animal in nature gets angry. Angry beings have territory. Angry beings can defend themselves. And non-wrath and calmness, like they suggest, they just want you to accept the punishment as God's will. But it's a hoax. The people talking you into non-wrath, it goes from Buddhism, Sikh, every religion says non-wrath because the people who fund the religion, not everyone can afford to hire millions of priests and uh, put a book on every corner, but people like the Gold and Diamond Empire, slavers, true emperors, true kings, they all can. And so what they always say is, these are what you have to do, and don't you get mad about it. Forgive, because we're all going to heaven, right? And it's a scam. It's a lie. The people who talked everyone into non-wrath were not our friends. And it doesn't, to actually try to segregate anger out of you will create a suffering project for your whole life, and ultimately it'll lead to your weakness, your inability to respond accurately. Like, in my opinion, people who repress anger will do it on the lines that were suggested, but they'll wait for those times when it's approved to be angry, like attacking a non believer. And that's when it'll all come out, right? So, yeah. Anger was repressed selfishly by the people controlling the printer on Earth. And it's not the creator. If the creator wanted to talk to us, it'd pop out of thin air. It doesn't ever. So, yeah, it's a hoax. If it requires a man to speak it and comes out of a printing press, then it's a lie. There's absolutely no way it's true. Um, but yeah, anger was forbidden, and all of these religions and all of these people are dealing with how to not be angry as a ruse. It's a trick because they're afraid of it. They are terrified of anger. It's their favorite tool, and it's the one thing they're afraid of coming back to them on is they're afraid of angry people showing up at their house, basically. So, yeah, like the Stoics. It's like this video, which I'm quoting as my thumbnail, says, someone has ruined your whole day by letting you get angry. I don't know. I don't think so. I think that when I get angry, it happens in a flash, in a moment, directly at what I was angry about, and rather quickly afterward, I've moved on. Um, like, I was riding on the sidewalk. My vehicle is approved for sidewalks, right? You're allowed to ride on the sidewalk with this vehicle. And this guy came, and he's like, "Don't ride on the sidewalks." This guy, and I was afraid that he was going to talk to me about all the other shit I was doing that was wrong, and he didn't. So I was like, "You got it." And like a week later, I saw who he was. I didn't know who he was, security or something. He was maintenance. He had to pull all the signs apart. He's out there in the sun, um, taking those light tubes out of the signs to repair them. And so it's just like freaking dogs who have to follow all the rules hate it when other people don't. If you follow every single rule, you're gonna get mad at it. It's like, what do you call it? Not Uncle Tom, Uncle Ben, or something like that. It's like, well, Master said, right? And it's like, okay. Um, so yeah, non-anger comes with a part of that. Is that the people who suggested it in religions were lying. It was not coming from the creator of the universe. And a lot of creatures who keep anger have personal power both for defense and for the rights of their life, right? Um, and rights is a tricky word because it comes at the opposite of left, and it was recommended as there's a right way to do it, and that right way was a lie. Like they go, there's a right way to do it. Circumcise your kids. That dude is a freaking traitor. The guy talking about the right way to do it. Yeah, he was a total rebel. So I'm not pro anger as like outrageous, but definitely I want to know when you're feeling bad or angry, and I want to know about what and how and why directly. And the people that can't get angry directly either lose, they take the loss for it, which is what a slave does, or they wait until it boils over and then they get overly mad about something inconsequential. So, yeah. Anger was forbidden to protect the ruling class, and it's suggested in religions to protect the ruling class. Humans can't tell the difference between something that's actually popular and something that's been put in front of them through some manipulation, right? And usually you won't know why it's in front of you until it's too late. And you won't know who's fooling you until it's too late to go back and you're already fooled. So that's humans. Look at the bait on a fishhook. Take a bite. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes they show videos of catch and releases, but most of them get turned into meals. So, yeah. In Stoicism and your religions and your philosophy, anger is forbidden to protect the ruling class who were paying to have the books furnished. They don't really pay, they just control everything and they made you do it. You know, are there secret ruling classes on Earth? Yeah. Asia has a history of hiding secret families. Also, female foot wrapping. If you don't know what female foot wrapping is, look that up. They have a history of doing that too. Um, you know, Male genital mutilation is in Buddhism, it's in Sikhism, it's in the Vedas, it's in Christianity, Judaism, obviously, it's in Islam. So, whoever gets it together to publish the books worldwide, whoever says, this is what we all believe, no, no, God told us, right? Whoever does that is against us having lives. And they know they're lying. They know they're lying. And so they said the Creator needs us to stop getting angry. The Creator asked us to be more forgiving. Think about all the things we've done wrong, right? Blame yourself. There's this like idea in religion that's like blame yourself, and it sounds super deep, but it's not. It's they want you to blame you because they're hiding who did it. They're obfuscating blame. It was your karma. This wouldn't have happened if you were nice before, but you weren't, so it did. It's not true. Karma is a lie. The truth is life and death. You were made and you're really going to die. And the people who are using you are really using you because they don't feel like it's like if you have one life, are you going to do all the work? Are you going to let other people have all the mates? No, you're going to do no work and you're going to take all the mates for yourself and you're going to make everyone else do the work. So whoever did that the most, the first, most powerfully, whoever started doing that the earliest and has kept doing it the most winningness, the Gold Empire, a hidden party. How I know there's hidden parties is, like factory farmed chickens. There's chickens in cages, there's cows in cages that will be slaughtered. And nobody goes to them and explains that to them. Nobody gives them a vote. Do you want to be slaughtered? They don't give them a choice. If they tried to run, they'd stop them. So it's like that with you. You have to follow the laws. No, no, no. God told us. The creator of the universe told us to tell you this. It's stinking. It's stinking rubbish. So anyway, that's why anger is forbidden. Anger is forbidden because you'll get angry. if you actually know how much they've lied and how much they've used and how much they've done, they being the real ruling class of Earth, not the kings, not anybody you know that's like a puppet. The real ruling class of Earth is gonna hide and cry and lie and blame and shame and do anything to but be accountable for what they did. So, if it was really from the creator, it'd pop out of the air and a voice from space would read it to you, but it never does, never will. So, the animals all eat each other. The bait on a fishhook is not a free meal. Dead internet theory, I'm with it. The internet's all AI meant to confuse you. What? People in person totally track with what I'm saying. They don't have any doubts at all. They totally agree. Online, it's like, I don't know, buddy. Only you think that. And it's like, okay. But now they have to keep a record of what I said. So, haha. Time capsule. I know enforcement keeps a copy. Yeah, kind of my tips were that the real ruling class were illiterate. Is that they had basically paid people to manipulate us, but they don't do anything themselves. The slaves all became literate and scientific and capable, but the real ruling class hasn't really improved a lot. They just kind of party and take. So, hey, how many educated people does it take to stop one freaking greedy p word? Apparently, all of them. So, you know, I'm not in favor of the continued slavery of man. I'm not in favor of people subjugating themselves to emotional repressions to live to a standard that was concocted with vile intention. The suppress your anger thing was done by people who hate you and were lying and were afraid of it coming back. So I don't think you should be angry all the time, but if that's what you really want to do, I would do that. I would be angry.